Welcome to Soulfire Wisdom with Kate Olson. As an evolving spirit and change adventure navigator, it is Kate's mission to empower and guide you on your path and inspire your truest passions. She will encourage you to share your gifts, speak your truth, and ignite your inner wisdom and purpose. She hopes to do so with a little humor and grace and her own soulfire passion. Kate talks with amazing guests who have embraced the pursuit and are fanning the flames of their own passion, purpose, and soulfire wisdom. Now here's your host, Kate.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Soulfire Wisdom and Totally Awesome, Try Something New and Talk About It Tuesday. So if this is your first time listening, I'm a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, life coach, and Reiki master. But I like to call myself a change adventure navigator because I love guiding people through obstacles and adversity to find their path, purpose, and peace. And a little soulfire wisdom along the way. So, what I tried this week is I tried bone broth. And it's another one of those things that they say can do, like miracles. It's supposed to, it contains minerals and collagen as well as a lot of protein. And it's supposed to be able to relieve inflammation, help with arthritis, help digestive health. It's supposed to be anti-aging because it contains the collagen. It's supposed to help with hair and skin and sleep, weight loss. It's supposed to build bone and muscle and be good for your heart health. So I found it, reasonably easy to, I only tried it one day because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to drink the bone broth and eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and then that's all you're supposed to eat. So anyway, I found it, pleasant, enjoyable. It was, okay, I could eat this. But in doing some research, there's a lot of disagreement as to whether it really does all the things that it says it can do. And the conclusion that I came to was that I'd need to do a whole lot of research to find out what it really is able to do. Because some of the things that they say it can do, the Western medical institutions say that there's no evidence to support that it can do those things. But what I found is a lot of times the Western medical institutions use different criteria to decide whether something can do what it says it can do than natural medicine. So I would have to look into things much further to see if it actually can do all the things that it says it can do. And I didn't have time to do that. So I'll have to get back to you on that. The one, overall, it probably can't hurt you, except if you consumed it in large quantities, because I guess our bones and animals' bones retain a lot of heavy metals. And so the possible side effect that you could get if you consumed a lot of it is an overload of heavy metals. So I'd have to look into that a little further too. It might be that it would be difficult to consume large enough quantities, but I'm not sure. So I guess the end result of this trying something was further research required, but it was, enjoyable. And if I had to do a 1-day fast or cleanse, it was fairly pleasant. So we have a great show planned for today, and our guest is Dena Marie. And Dena is a spiritual teacher, author, and radio host who has spent many years working with people of all ages to give them the tools to heal themselves, inspire them to take control of their lives and live their lives to the fullest. She's the author of Our Energy Matters and the host of a radio show, Lift Your Spirits with Dena Marie, airing Fridays from 8 to 9 a.m. on 1150 KKNW AM. She's also a speaker, Reiki trainer, and healer, and she does chakra readings and other workshops and classes, as well as customized retreats to Kauai. That sounds good. So I'd like to introduce her now. Hi, Dena. How are you?
I'm good. Aloha. We did it. We're here.
Yes. A little difficulty getting on today, but we got here. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what brought you to your current path?
Well, let's see. I was a lover of rocks, crystals, and I used to take my kids when they were little to places like Port Townsend, Phoenix Rising, Stargazers, Vision Quest, you name it, and I'd pick a rock out, get a book, and as the years went by, I put those rocks in my ashtray in my car, didn't smoke. So the kids started pulling rocks. They would pick a rock, and I would tell them what that meant. For instance, an amethyst, that might be visual and dreamy, and then pink rose quartz, feminine. And then as the years went by, the kids called it the rock game. And so when kids came by and they got older, I would have them pull 7 rocks, and I would read their chakras. And that's how the game actually started. And then I became a hypnotherapist and put those rocks in my office, and I was above a spa. So the women would come upstairs and we would do little rock readings. And that's when it got kind of part of what I did, the rock reading, guided imagery, Reiki, and I combined them and made my own healing technique. And through the years, that rock game became a book. So it's been God-inspired, obviously, because I didn't do it, and it's helped unblock frustrations, because that's what blocked chakras are. Just energy, kinks in your energetic hose. And here I am. I tell people, whether it's a 1-hour session, 4-hour retreat, or a 7 to 9 day retreat in Hawaii, it's a very rewarding thing I stumbled on is this chakra readings.
Okay. So when and how did you get started with your radio show?
So Nance and Mitchell, they're my radio parents from 1150 AM. I had the book, Our Energy Matters, had 7,000 copies. I self-published, and we did some events together. I started filling in for them, took over a month of their shows, and then eventually the radio station said, Dena, you should have your own show. And then I worked for Seattle Natural Awakenings magazine. So that was a great pairing for 6 years. It'd be people, place, and activities that would lift your spirits. And now I just basically tell the stories of my clients who are doing very well, or I love to find things that are kind of out and about. So now I'm doing things on Woodbee, on location, beautiful sacred sites in Kauai. So it's the show's been 7 years, almost 7 years.
Oh, okay. I was just guessing, and I thought it was like 4 or 5, but yeah. So how do you lift spirits?
Well, I I love what you started the show on is you tried something different. You did something different. I think that's number one right now is to get out of the rut. Stop doing the things you do all day long that are, it kind of got you stuck. You're stuck. So meeting fascinating people, going places you've never been, going to a class, eating food, going to a restaurant you've never visited before is really essential right now to get your higher chakra spinning, which is your creativity, imagination, and inspiration. Also, talking to a stranger, you learn new things. Taking a class, you learn new things. Our brains get the word I heard today was dull, and there's nothing uninspiring than dullness, for your mind. And so lately, I actually moved to a whole different island. I'm living on Woodby, and everything's new. And I walked into a restaurant and an event, and I didn't know anybody. It was so like being a child in kindergarten. And so now I get to start new memories. I get to start my life over, and I just feel really blessed. But it's the chakra readings that I've done that have taught me prescriptions. There's prescriptions for each chakra, and that's what I do. Try new things.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
People.
can you explain your interpretation of the 7 chakra system?
One of my favorite things to do. The crown chakra is at the top of your head. It's right here, and that's I know it's open because people look up quite a bit and they kind of reach towards the heaven, and that's where inspiration comes from. That's where you get your aha moments. The third eye right here is the things you focus on, what you visualize. Throat chakra is your inner voice first and foremost, because if those 3 are open, you're going to get direction from your higher self, God, universe, spirit, and it's going to tell you to do things that are a little bit scary, like leave everything behind and move to a new island. And then the heart chakra is how you feel about that. So how bad do you want your dreams to come true, your hopes, and how much do you trust your intuition also, right? Your heart chakra is when you put your heart and soul into it, and the solar plexus is when you physically get out of your head and into your physical world. So right now we're in our solar plexus, and then the sacral chakra is right below your gut, right there. That's your hip area. That is when you relate with other people. So you and I are sitting there in that sacral solar plexus, and the root chakra is when you finish an idea. So this show was an idea. We're physically, tangibly doing it, and when it's done, it'll go somewhere back into the etherical. What do we do with it? Do we play for other people? But the root chakra is your foundation. That's your connection to the earth. Your sacral chakra is your connection to other people, your tribe. And your solar plexus, which is, I really want people to understand that, is your connection to yourself, who you are and what you came here to do, your purpose and your passion. The heart chakra is your community. So I figure if you have a root chakra, which is your basic needs, you have a body, you can get places. You have your supportive foundation, your tribe that supports you, and you have something that you love to do. Right now, I'm really pushing that you find something that you love and it's only yours. So when you get out of bed, you're excited, like your radio show or your hypnotherapy. But sometimes it's not the thing that pays the bill. It could be a hobby. So I promote art, music, classes, and connection to other people, and teaching. And then as you get through the chakras, you rise back up again to this is your creativity, imagination, and inspiration. So it's like a beautiful blooming tree if all of our chakras are spinning. A lot of people right now are living in that fear-based root chakra, afraid to go out, afraid to connect, afraid to shine. So that's where I'm really saying I know they're telling us not to touch and not to be around human beings, but it's more essential than ever to find your tribe and that place where you can shine. That's where I'm at right now with the chakras. Really, community is so important right now.
Yes, definitely. So what is why is Mother Nature so essential to our health, everybody's health?
Right now, that's the prescription because we've lost contact with the seasons, cycles, ourselves, our human body. You know, we all go through cycles, as we age, but we don't know what grounding is anymore because because we're so disconnected to the earth. And that's why it's probably easy to pollute it. It's easy not to think about garbage because we're not out there seeing it. When I visited Kauai 7 years ago, there was no plastic on the beach. All right, now all there is plastic on the beach. I'm very connected to that same beach. That now the tides are high, ultra high, because the ice caps are melting. Those beaches are not the same. Everything's changing. It's because I'm out in nature every day, at least an hour, and I can see, when birds are coming through or not coming through, or when my whales aren't coming through. I notice, and if you are noticing, you're going to care more. So I love to show people whales. Because if you're connected to the whales, you're connected to the earth, and you'll care more about the earth. So that's just one reason, and it does sustain us. So Mother Nature and the grounding and the connection to our life source is so important right now, especially for children.
Yeah, and I do think people are, not all people, but a lot of people are disconnected to what's going on.
And I look at the heavens all the time. I watch sunset after sunset. And now on Camino, there's so many Navy planes and growlers flying by that you never get the silence. You don't get the beauty of the sun going down without seeing man-made something. So if you're in your house watching television for the last couple of years, you're not aware of that. Those are the things I've seen. A lot more activity in the skies. I've seen a lot of things dying. So it's really important. And for me, I also know when I walk out, it clears my aura. The EMFs are gone. The grounding's there. The salt water. Or right now we're in front of computers. We have cell phones. There's so much electrical magnetic fields going around us. We got microwave issues. Our children, take them outside, and you can tell they ground right away. I have a friend who, he is OCD, and he's very hyperactive. As soon as we get on the beach, he settles in, he talks slower, he relaxes into it. We all need that right now.
Yeah, when I'm stressed, I need to see a sunset.
Oh yeah,
So.
And I just read something about the brow chakra, that it is sun gazing tunes up your pineal gland, and I think that was so amazing, just learning that it's instinctive. I go to the beach, everyone's just watching the sun go down, In Kauai, they're watching the sun come up, but it's very tribal, we don't know we're doing it, but it's really exciting, and it gets you away from your television, right? It ends your day on it's time to sink in and go to bed, turn off your television, read a book, and sleep, right? We need our sleep. That's really important right now.
So what do you feel is the most important aspect of spirituality?
First of all, I think the most important thing is to have your own spirituality and to connect into that. And that's what I teach mostly is intuition and finding your own way, following your own path, doing what you feel is most important for yourself. And that's why I prescribe a lot of time alone, and especially in nature. If I spend an hour walking, I get all the aha moments I need. If I'm sitting in front of my computer working, I don't get that same inspiration. So when I do a retreat, I take away the phones, and they go by themselves. And the other day I had a woman to the labyrinth here on the island by herself, and she came out with the most amazing, that I'm not alone. She goes, because she felt alone. She didn't know, I didn't give her anything to do. She had to figure it on her own. And when she came out, she realized that she had guys, like an army behind her, so she's never alone. And she got that. I didn't say anything. That was hers, and she owned it at the end of the retreat. So for me, that's really exciting when someone can find their higher voice and it resonates with them. And that's how you get direction, and that's how you change your life.
So why is learning Reiki so important? I'm a Reiki master person. Why do you feel that way?
I love doing Reiki circles and Reiki 1 most of all, because when people aren't talking, they're feeling, they're getting into that aura, that thing you can't see. So if you do a 2-hour Reiki circle and people are getting on the table and getting off, we might have a little bit of conversation, but people are sensing the real you. They're sensing like all that facade, everything goes out the door after a Reiki session. Everybody feels so connected and so close. And I had somebody that just learned Reiki, and he said it was like being hugged. You know, it's the feminine, it's that very nurturing, mother-like energy that we all need. We all need it. And sometimes there's a little bit of healing touch, sometimes there's not. But you are learning to tune into what really is your energy and who we really are. And then the rest is manifested, or, you know, energy matters. So what I am, if my heart's open, I'm going to manifest something different than if my heart is closed. So I'd like to teach people how to tune into themselves, their own energy. And like a chiropractor, when they walk out, they feel bigger than life. And then, of course, they get in their car and they drive and they, you know, have somebody cut them off. But if they can keep that energy expanded, they start to like it. And then they won't settle for anything less, and they change their lifestyles. They change the people they hang out with. They may quit the job. They may move, you know. But when you start feeling full, it's like a chiropractor. When you feel better and you're aligned, that's what your chakras are. They're aligned after, I think, a Reiki session or a Reiki circle.
Yes. So what drives you to keep doing your healing work? What do you get out of it?
Well, I know it's my purpose here on earth, and it's my passion. But every time I think I need to go do something mainstream, or you know what I'm saying, go in a different direction, a little bit more security, I get an email, I get a phone call, I get a kid I mentored when they were, 8 or 9, and I just know it's the universe saying keep going. And I just had it again today. It was the freedom that I get with my healing work,
Mm-hmm.
and the be myself, because that's what I am, a healer. But it's really, for me, it's teaching other people to heal themselves and watch that trickle into their children's lives, their spouses. I've worked with huge families, and they're just, makes my heart sing. I have to do this.
Yes. So you do workshops and retreats. What is the focus of your workshops, and how do clients benefit from when they come to one of your retreats?
I think, well, first of all, we base it on the chakras. We start with intentions. We learn to focus on what's working in our lives. Also, listening to your intuition. I have people that get to do what they want to do. So I go on a retreat, there's no set anything. Everything's very spontaneous. Everybody goes with the flow. And, I even had a school teacher who actually spent her whole summer not planning it. She actually, because of the retreat, decided to go with like the flow and synchronicity and have the best summer of her life. And she's a different person too, because if we're always forcing and planning, then that's where we lose that magic. So kind of teaching people just to go with their higher voice, that the chakras are, basically the foundation of that. And the heart chakra, which is self-love, doing something for yourself, putting yourself first, and also connecting with other people. So the whole retreat, you end up meeting somebody that you might be with for a lifetime. It was all magical. Nothing was planned, nothing was plotted. So the retreats and also nature. I make people get up a little bit earlier. I make them, not make them, I don't want to say that because Roy says that stuff, but we eat better, we exercise. We start focusing on what's working in the world, and they leave, again, full. And I love getting those emails or seeing what happened to them after the fact. So I love doing the retreats.
So you do some retreats in Kauai. Tell us what you love about Kauai.
What do I love about Kauai? Well, the whales. I love the whales here too, but I think I was staying at a healing center, so people came into the center looking for what I do. So that was one of the major things. I've worked with people from all over the country, a lot of German women and men, which was a lot of fun. But I think Kauai for me was my home away from home. It's the red earth. It's the ocean. There's a bike path right there in Kapa'a, but I usually go with when the whales are coming through, and so that's Kauai. Kind of, it was a great 8-year run, and I still want to go back. I kind of feel like I'm moving away from the Kauai scene. Everything's changing. Tourism is changing.
So you lived there?
I would go there for up to 2 months, 3 months, yeah. And that was the winter time. So usually I should be there right now. I went there this fall instead. I just saw a lot of changes with tourism, the amount of people that they're letting on the island. It's changed. It's not as inviting as it used to be. So change is good.
One of my college roommates was from Kauai.
It's a beautiful island, and I still know plenty of sacred sites, places to take people. But for some reason, my boys said to take this is my first winter off of not going back. And then I ended up on Whidbey Island, which I have the same feeling. It's very, how do I say, people really care about community. They care about the events, like the music. They're local musicians with kids, and we have so many green spaces here. It's just amazing. So I feel like it's more accessible to people from Seattle. I feel it's easier for me to have people out for a day. So change. I'm in a 1 year. Cycles go 1 through 9. 9 is endings, which was last year for me. And I really feel that this is something I'm going to get more people to be able to come out. Flying isn't as fun as it used to be, getting on an airplane. And gosh, the last times I flew, they took me off the flights were canceled. People were moving from plane to plane. And so I remember you got on a plane, you got on, you got off, and it was done. So flying is a little bit more complicated. So I just feel this is a lot more accessible to people in our area to come out for the day and do exactly what I did on Hawaii.
Okay. So why do you, you talked a little bit about this, but why do you prescribe time alone?
Because when you're with other people, you take on other people's energy. And if you don't have, I think, an hour alone, if it means getting up earlier, which I used to do when my kids were little, is 5 hours, like 5 a.m. is when I got up, because then I started my day on who I am. But when you're around people all day long, taking in all kinds of information, it's very hard to find your higher self. And people get burnt out. And when they get burnt out, they get sick. So that time alone is going to save you so much time. And doctor bills, you've got to know who you are, what you want, and live your life accordingly. And it also gives you time, that strength to say no. If you spend time alone and you know yourself, you're more likely to not bend over backwards for people. But the worst thing is being overtired, being overly committed, which we do because we're tired and we can't say no. So say yes to yourself, say no to the things you don't want to do. No, nothing good comes from doing things you don't want to do, ever, right? So I just think that if women and men can get that time alone, find their higher self, and then be more authentic to themselves. And I learned to say no, and I spend more time doing the things I want to do. In fact, I spend most of my time doing what I want to do, and nobody treats me any poorer. Before that, when I was bending over backwards. In fact, they treat you poorer when you're doing things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Around that. So time alone.
So what do you feel is the most impactful thing one can do to increase their spiritual connection?
I think the number one thing is to spend that time alone, spend it in nature, ask a question. If you have a half hour and you take a walk and you're confused and you feel frustrated, ask for help, or set your intentions for finding the answer. Like before meditation is another thing. Ask for what you need, and I'm talking to spirit. Ask spirit for what you need, and they will give it to you. I feel like there's an army behind us too. She was spot on. I really do feel like if you can stop, look up, and ask for help, spirit will come in and help you. And I say there's nothing worse than driving while blind. And that's what we do when we're overcommitted and we're running and running. But if we could stop, look up, and ask, spirit will come through. And it might make you do something a little bit crazy. A lot of people I know are quitting their jobs because it just feels right. It's a little bit scary, but they'll find another job or they'll live with less stuff. But yeah, spending time alone is probably the most important thing, and away from television and the internet and all that stuff. We have way too much stuff. Time in silence is is so important right now. Too much throat chakra coming at us. Too much. We need to stop.
Yeah,
Why?
it's been a crazy time. I think it's knocked a lot of people kind of off of their, yeah.
It's
So,
overwhelming. And, I got into something really myself, and I can feel my energy drop below my heart when I see all this stuff that I have no control over. And I got blood pressure issues and I got sick. And so I can feel my energy rising when I'm outside or I'm with people that I love. And so really, I just put myself on a diet, and I quit thinking about those things I have no control over, because it's going to make you sick. Think of something I'm going to volunteer at the Orca Network. I just took a class. That's for whale watching or helping the whales. Find one thing that you have some control over, and then your energy rises. And that's when you get your aha moments again, your inspiration, your intuition. But yeah, we are sitting in that mosh pit of emotion and fear. It's actually, you're so easily to be controlled because you don't have that energy that gets you up and tries new things and does something new and different. You're like, I call it a slug, but you're just really stuck in the same old. You can't move quick enough to get out of that slime. So you really have to do things that are different. But nothing else. Go dance to music you've never listened to. That's seriously the easiest thing you do with no one around, and it just changes your energy. And then you get different tidbits, different flashlights in front of you. You've got to try new things and turn off the television.
or at least watch a new program if you have to.
And I've been watching inspirational things that kind of make me cry lately, just on YouTube. But it actually is making me feel pretty thankful. Thankful. Being in gratitude is, look around and be thankful for the things you have. Even in our country as women, we have so much to be thankful for. We have so much power in this country. So, and I'm over 55, so I can see I still feel pretty powerful. Women our age can really do a lot. We still have so many years ahead of us. This is a really great time for women, I believe, to be empowered and have a voice. Other countries aren't as blessed as us. Some countries.
Yes, I just was doing a blog article on that very topic, and some countries are way ahead of us.
True.
But you are right. We do have a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah, we're not walking miles for water and food and trying to feed our families. So we're pretty blessed.
So we're almost out of time. If you could leave the listeners with one takeaway from today's show, what would you want that to be?
I think it would be, I guess that's what I say to a lot of my clients that are missing their solar plexus. Find that thing you used to do as a child, the thing you love, and go do it. Pick up singing again. Go dancing. Pick up some pens and paper and start writing. Whatever you did as a teenager that you did all on your own, go out and do that again, because that will definitely lift your spirits. And that's why I support musicians, artists, writers, anybody you can go out and start cooking. I mean, take a cooking class, but find that one thing that brings you joy and do it today. Yes,
that's actually excellent advice. That's what my show is about. So thank you so much for being here today and for going through all the everything to actually get on the air.
We did it.
Yes, we accomplished it. And the thing that first attracted me to paying attention to you was your Snoopy quote.
To look up?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a Snoopy person, so.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's where it comes from, so.
Yep.
Yep. Yay.
So I want to thank the audience for listening today, and we have another great show planned for next week. we're going to be talking about intuition and empaths with Morrigan Lynn. She was on my radio show, The Embrace Change with Kate, before, and she's going to go a little bit more in depth into intuition and some tips for empaths. So tune in next Tuesday, 3 p.m., and we'll find out all about those intuition and empaths. So carry this thought with you through your week. It's always impossible until it's done. And that was said by Nelson Mandela. So I'm just going to say bye for now and have a great week.
Thank you for listening to Soul Fire Wisdom with Kate Olson. We hope you enjoyed the show. If we made you laugh, brightened your day, or sparked a new thought, we have succeeded in our mission. Join us next time when we'll share more secrets and truths and all the magic of transformation that is the journey to Soul Fire Wisdom. Always remember, be fierce in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire.